Hello ladies and gents, I am the Rev and this is Indie Contact, my live streaming show about all things indie gaming. And tonight I have a treat, and yet I am sad. This is the final DLC for Starpoint Gemini Warlords. Mario and the guys at LGM are going to be moving on to different projects, but they will continue, of course, to support this here on PC and, of course, on Xbox. So, what is Endpoint? Endpoint is a scenario. And in the scenario, well, let me read it to you. What you need to do, though, is you just have to go to New Game, hit Story, and then you'll see Endpoint. And it's been a few years since the Solari Concord established a foothold in Gemini. And they haven't stopped there. A combination of military pressure and persuasive diplomacy allowed them to become dominant force in the system. Which is true. If you look at my playlists, you'll see I have multiple playlists of Starpoint Gemini Warlords and Starpoint Gemini 2. And they, I have beginners guides as well as I've done some really long streams, and we've gone from the beginning all the way to the end and just about wiped everything out. So this is kind of the opposite of the start. Normally when you start a game, you know, you're okay. You know, you've got all your resources, you know, you got a very small amount of resources coming in consistently, and you can do something. And that is not the case. So the reason I want to do this as a guide, sort of, you know, the ultimate beginner's guide is one. I've done beginner's guides for all the Starpoint games, 2 and this one. I didn't do the first one though, but the other 2. And I thought this would be a great way to end off the final DLC, because this is going to take a while. I'll explain as we go. Kick back, relax. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. Now, on with what's going on. By the way, it's $6.99 right now, and if you go down Steam, the whole franchise bundle is like 75% off. So it's not going to be up there for long, so make sure you go check it off. If not, any of the sales, almost always when the sales come out, Steam Summer Sale, all of those such things, it's usually on there. It's just a fantastic game, and it will eat a ton of time. Anyways, so the Gemini Protectorate, successor to the legendary Gemini League, will not go down silently. Many years ago, League sacrificed best of its heroes to secure independence against the Empire. Now time has come to face overwhelming odds once again. Which is kind of cool. This scenario kind of wraps everything into a complete circle of the game, because in Starpoint Gemini 2, you start out against the Empire. So the path ahead is difficult, stakes are high, and necessary choices could shake your very soul. Ooh. Are you ready to accept the price, no matter the cost? By playing this storyline scenario, you'll join the Gemini Protectorate, attempt to save what can be saved, and prove everyone victory justifies the means. And prove that everyone's victory justifies me. Anyways, the scenario does not include any kind of tutorial. It just drops you into the heat. So, if you don't want to sit through me rambling and talking extensively about this game, because I got like almost 600 hours on Steam on it, I've been pretty thorough in my playing of it. Like I said, check my playlist. I've got multiple beginner's guides. They'll show you how to build the station, how to do everything. I'm going to go over most of that here, as well as strategy and how to get as far and as fast as you can. So, let's get some. Now it does take a little bit for it to load because again it's loading the whole thing here. But come on, little doggy. So you start as this person, this dude. Everybody's a male in it. You can give, can you change the name? No. How about that? No. But you can change your class. Now, personally, I like, until we get far enough along where maybe we can change it. Not sure if it's in the scenario, but normally you can go in and change your stuff around. I like a combination of the two different ones of let's see, the Vanguard and the Sharpshooter. It's got a pretty good solid 1-2 punch that really rocks. And the other good thing about the Sharpshooter is we've got a gravity push and a warhead. So I'll show you guys how to do that. Now this is the ship that you start in. You don't get to start in any other ships unless you want to use the money that you get when you first start to do so. We'll help you out here. There we go. Corina Chekhov, member of the Protectorate Elite Military Detachment, is barely holding on to the remaining Protectorate defenses in a surrounded and isolated area. Cut off from the rest of the Allied territory, General Isaac Yukakin, us, basically. You know, my beer's not quite that great. I don't know. If I get 10,000 likes, like that'll happen, I'll dye my whole beer white. Anyways, the General, us, already tried several breakthroughs, but all of them fell short. Now, with only a few remaining ships, Protectorate must work harder than ever to ensure the survival of its faction. The mission starts in the Protectorate primary region. General Yurakin is on his way to meet with Rear Admiral Frederick Wells to lay out his new plan. Okay, so first things first, let me show you what we're up against. Okay, as you can see, we've got one square there and one square there. Everything else is against us. Now, oh no, except Sanctum. They're neutral. Oh, look at that. It's already giving us a trade. We don't have anything, though. Well, we got 1,000 of each here. Let's see, ratio of 3 to 1. So, oh, yes, you know, first things first, we, in our little area, we do get a stipend to begin with of the ore, right? You can see these little ore collectors here. So if you're lucky enough, because these are randomly generated, these fleet missions, right? We've got civilian, we've got 7 of them. So you can send your fleet and it'll tell you how much it usually takes. It's anywhere 1, 2, or 3, just depends. And the other good thing here is that we're neutral with a crap ton of the stations, which is good because this is going to take some time. And one of the things they did add to the game, which will actually speed up how long it takes us to beat it, for all of you out there that want to play yet again, like me, that can't get enough of it and keep playing over and over, well, you can go in and do a surgical strike supposedly on the planet. If you win that battle, you then get everything in that region immediately turns to your group. So there is that. Now, this is where we start. And before we go to the main mission, we still got a couple other things here to do. First things first, we need to go to our station.
New coordinates.
Because yes, we have a fully armed ship, but we don't have any enhancements. And we don't have any of the other goodies that I like to use that make travel much easier. That we got to put our skills and our perks together. So first things first, dry dock. Let's see what she's got. So we start with a Torch 3 light weapon railgun. Oh yeah. And they give us 4 of those. And those bad boys are 357 DPS. Rate of fire 0.3, so not bad. And this is the really expensive part. Most you might miss at some point, and that is the turrets, right? You have to buy turrets normally, but since we are starting in a pre-made ship, all of that is taken care of. We do even have a squadron. So we get 12 million to start with. Excuse me. So we're going to come over here. Let's see. Oh, also we've got, let's see, ion heavy cannon, and then missiles on the side, and another, a Cerberus on the back. So those are not, any of those are, you know, they're all good. Heavy weapons for me have never carried a heavy enough punch. I mean, I'd like them to be stronger, but the way they have it balanced is fine. But, I mean, they do help, but, ooh, you got to stay on them. So we're going to go to the enhancements. And this is my advice, shall we say, on how to make your ship the strongest, fastest, most maneuverable, and gear it up to capture as many ships as you can, as quickly as you can. Alright, so we start in the front here with the light weapon, and what I like to use is the Syntha 3. It increases the battery range, crit chance, crit damage, and battery recharge, so the weapon recharges faster. So put it there, and the way you can tell that you put it on there is you'll see this little plus sign come up, and if you hover your mouse over it, oh no, it put the wrong one on there. And if you make a dumb mistake like that, you unmount it. Now, one thing you do want to keep in mind, when you sell your ship, make sure you take all the enhancements off. You get all the money back for those. More importantly, if you don't, you just lose them, because you don't make that money back from selling the ship. So something to definitely keep in mind. So you do want to make sure, excuse me, that you're highlighting the area and then going and getting your, make sure you're highlighting over here and highlighting over here. Now when it comes to the heavy weapons, I like the Kronos. Oh, where'd it go? Too fast. There we go. And we've got, and the reason is, again, weapon range, because the more you can affect that ship at a distance, it's going to give you, even if they have the same firepower, but they don't shoot as far, it's still going to give you a tactical advantage. So we're going to put the old Kronos on all 3 of those. All right. So there you go. You can see, mousing over it tells you exactly what you got. Alrighty, so shield generator. Now, just as an overall solid shield, I like going with the OptiSoft 3 until we can afford the upgrade that you get from our space station. They changed the name of it, kind of throwing me off, so I'm going to call it our space station. Anyways, you can get all of these enhancements that we're doing now. You can get them, but you can get them in a souped up fashion once you research them. And again, we'll get to that. But this is, I thought we'd start with how to set up your ship, get things dialed here, and then we'll move on to the story. So we want to mount the OptiSoft 3. Still gives us 5.7 million. And then I got to go to the old ocean engines. And the engines, I like to do the Dynamo 3, speed, maneuverability, and acceleration. Ooh, going through the money quick. Now, for the transporter. This is going to be probably the most expensive one that we buy, but it's probably the most worth it. Trooper readiness regeneration 40%. Trooper endurance 2%. Yes, please. And this ship doesn't have a grappler. So what that means is we have to stay up on it. See, I was wondering, I was trying to figure out what my grapple button was, and it didn't come up in our little menu. But anyways, now sensors, it's up to you. It just tells you what's in an area. Me, I'm very focused in the game. It doesn't really matter to me, because we're going to be in situations where there's so much stuff in that scanner, it's not going to matter. So, but your hangar. So this is another good spot. So down here, let's see. For 800,000, we've got fighter HP and damage absorption, 175%, and raise the power of the fighter damage by 30%. We're gonna do that, I think. Okay, there we go. So our ship now is dialed. Oh, I didn't put anything on these two, did I? So if you're getting short on funds like I am, you can just put a cheaper version onto these guys. Let's see. Yeah, that's still got decent weapon range. And then the Cerberus will go down. Just put the old number 2 Kronos, which is 20% and 10%. Okay. Now, oh, the other thing you always want to make sure that you do is reload your heavy weapon ammo. I don't know how many times I've left the station, change all my weapons around, because when you do that, you change the weapons, it credits you the ammo from whatever you had left, and then gives you no ammo until you load it yourself. So you gotta make sure you do pay for that. Alright, so now we're gonna go to the trader. This is where we're gonna get our equipment. And first thing first is T drives, and I'll show you guys how to use that. Personally, that is the fastest way to get around, and the cheapest, and I'll show you. Yeah, we're gonna buy all those, and then we don't have any cargo, nor do we have any systems to sell. But if you come over here to the right side and it says ship, go into equipment, and this is what we currently have. And we got a decoy, which we're going to unmount. Now it's giving us a medium shield booster, which is not bad at all. And then we have our damage amplifier and medium repair drones. So 20,000 hull, and our hull on the ship is 91,000. Ooh, we might want to get a stronger. The problem though is they get real expensive real fast. Let's see. Heavy repair drones, yeah, they're 200,000 a pop. And we currently have the medium repair drone, so it's like, oh. But for right now, we're gonna get rid of the decoys. Go back over here to the trader. Go back to our equipment. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else we want to put in here. We'll give the scavenger swarms a shot. Those can usually be beneficial. Go back to our ship, and you want to make sure, of course, you do this part, moving around your equipment. It's usually best to do it while you're here at the station. There is an option in the menu to stop the game when you pause, but you don't have to do that. So, hey, thanks, Dane. I appreciate it, man. I do try to do it here. I'm working a full-time job these days, so I'm still doing YouTube and working 40 to 50 hours a week. Manual labor on my feet. Ugh. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do to keep a roof over your head, all that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm streaming more, and then on my days off, I work on some of the other stuff. When I don't stream, I try to put some content up every day, so hopefully I'll be able to keep up with that. Anyways, back to this. So we're going to take our T drives, and we want to put it here all the way to the right. Mount that, and it is up to you where you put everything else. But I have a certain order with which I like to put things. So in the first spot, I like putting whatever damage amplifier I may have. Second spot's going to be our shield booster. Medium repair drone. No, that's our... Sorry. That is our, medium shield booster. Yeah. And then in this spot, we put the drones just in case, because we don't know what we're going to be running into combat-wise. And the scavenger swarms will jump out and swap something out if we come across something that we want to. So real quick, the other thing on the screen here is the troopers. And it explains how everything works. If you are not watching this live and you want to pause the video, you can do so. I'm going to move on. I'll explain it as we capture ships, because it's a great way to get some materials and money. So I think we're all good, right, ship-wise. Yep. Okay, so skills and perks. Don't worry, we will get to the story. I know I'm talking for a little bit, but trust me. Okay, so in this one, what I like to do, I put all of my points into sharpshooter, and you get 19 to begin with, and the gravity push. So if we have a lot of stuff around us, we can push them away from us. And then we got the sharpshooter to use, because when you shoot that, it actually will ricochet off and hit other ships, damage other ships. And then we got a missile for a massively destructive warhead. That's new and will be fun. I just go back and forth here. Okay, there we go. So we are good. We got rank 5 on the gravity push, rank 6 on the precision shot. Now perks. So first things first, go into ships and click on battleship, because that's what we're flying. And it's going to increase critical hit chance by 10% while flying a battleship. So that's not bad. Now the goal is going to be, of course, a dreadnought. But that's a little way off, and we don't have the correct level, which is 24, but we'll get there quick enough. Alright, so weapons. Since railgun is our main weapon, I'm going to go and I'm going to unlock all of it, because it just happens that's my favorite weapon to use. And then heavy weapons training, which will reduce reload time so you can fire. That's the biggest thing with heavy weapons, is a slowed rate of fire. Alrighty. Governing, I haven't... let's come back. Okay, so we need to think about how we're going to take things on here. And one of the things you can turn on or off in the option menu is Fog of War. So when you first start, the whole map is completely covered. I always turn that off. I like to see the whole map so I know what I'm dealing with. So let's see. Let's start here, which is going to be what we're going to need to capture ships. Right? We got privateer, cutthroat, do I want to do anything else? That's a good question. See, we can do tax collector, which will grant 540 on a weekly basis, which is not very much. Let's see. Diplomacy will unlock new dialogue option, reduces the reputation required for trade deals. Yes. And merchant. Helps you with prices, but I'm not really worried. I'd rather put the second into trade because we're going to be working on our diplomacy. And we're going to get a point here real soon too. Another point. So real basic and easy when you first start out. Put however you want in your ability to capture other ships because we're going to be capturing ships. So the other thing while we're in here at the space station, since we're all ready to go pretty much, is the shipyard. Now they added 8 new ships for this final DLC. And that's one of them. It's a frigate. Light battery 210. Oh no, that's my ship. The one to buy it's 60. But of course it's only 2 million versus, let's see, battle here. That's the ship that we have right now. A 20 million. That's a lot of money. And it looks like the Grindella is a new ship too. Yep, that's new. Let's see what else. The Vitalac, another battleship. How's it compare to what we have? Oh, 210 to 190 on the battery energy. Cool. Oh yeah, it's definitely not a good ship. Bishop's a really good ship. And this bad boy is a Dreadnought. So this is another one that's new. And the Dreadnought, we go from 210 to 370 on our battery energy. And we go from 5 turrets, what we currently have, to 10 turrets. So it'll be 10 turrets here, 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 and here for each spot. But again, we got to work to that, make that money. Let's see. Yep, that one's new as well. It's a carrier. Let's see. So we have 1 flight we can throw out right now. A carrier has 3. And in 1 flight can have anything from 2 ships to 5 ships. So you can see, I mean, all the fighters, they definitely make a difference. But the firepower's not as strong. And that's where the trade-off is. Because the this one is, we're at 210 and ship to buy is only 250. So heavy weapons is pretty close. The ammo's 50 to 45, so the shields are substantially better, almost 150,000. Looks like more points to the shield, so, but the recharge time is longer. So let's see, what's this guy? No, he's an oldie but a goodie. Dreadnought. Oh, I love that ship. 280. And then the Deadly Premonition, if I remember correctly, comes from the Deadly Dozen. And the Deadly Dozen is one of the DLCs for this game, and currently it's the only way you can come after me and kill me in game. I'm actually one of the characters that you guys get to go after and kill. My little picture, ugly ass, pops up. I think I'm worth 4 million or something like that. I don't know. They have rebalanced it since I looked last, so I could be wrong. But so those are all the ships. Let's see. And then we've got our research, shipbuilding. We'll start building our fleet in a little while. Research. So this is our space station. These are upgraded versions of ships that you put into your fleets that you tell them where to go and what to attack. These are all the weapons that they have, but they are a stronger version of them. And then infrastructure, which is the most important one, which is going to be stuff that to things like guard post. So as we go and we conquer areas, we don't want to just stay there because the enemy AI will actually send ships against us. So we need to make sure that the little outposts are strong enough to not be taken over by something real easy. And we got to keep, of course, our eyes open and be jumping back. That's another reason to always keep a bunch of the T-gates on hand. So, and it helps with upgrades so that we can get more materials quicker, and we can then turn those materials to upgrade other things and build ships. Which is the whole point, basically. Build as much as you can, build as big as fleets as you can, and conquer. And at least that's what the normal point of the game is. I have no idea what the story mode is. So support, same kind of thing. This is all stuff to help you as you're going. And then Proxima, which is the last thing I recommend you build, because you need to have almost everything else in place to get everything you need for the Proxima. Because you can see, first one, minerals, is 55,000, and we are at 0. And it takes a while to get that. So that's a real quick thing here. And then we've got, of course, construction of our station. And some, it's about half unlocked, right? But for instance, this one we need to really watch. Remote mining, junk collector. That's the research stuff. It increases the speed with which things get researched. Trade tasks. So this is another one we're going to want to get upgraded pretty quickly if we can, because then we can have multiple trade missions going while we're sending our civilian fleet around. And then, of course, we have foreign ship design, so we can get more ships. And then we can increase our civilian fleet. All right.
We bid you farewell.
So, when you're at this point, I would suggest on the way to this, you, of course, if you click on it, it is an artifact vault. If you right-click on it,
sublight.
you will go. Currently, let's see. Let me pull the old ship out. There we go. Everything is going good. Now, this is one of the ways you can increase
T-drive sequence.
Get there a lot faster. See? Ta-da! Okay, and once you get within range, you can scan.
Scanning beam on target.
Wait. And we got an artifact perk point. Ooh, and a skill point. Ooh. Skills is only one, so I mean, use it, don't use it. Perks, on the other hand, that one we can use. So, we can raise the amount of money we get. We can put one more into diplomacy, engineering. We don't need really any of that. Warfare. Here we go. Let's put more into making it so we can take over other ships. Again, that's where we're going to make some good money here to begin with. So, all right, so we're all set that way. Now, we'll just
T-drive.
jump to the main mission. Any games I would recommend, Dane? Probably right now, I would say Anima, Gate of Mysteries, The Nameless. I'm currently playing the first game, but I already played the second game completely, and that is a button-smashing good time, man. It's a lot of fun. Although the first one seems like there's more depth to it, but I don't know. I'm not that far. I'm about halfway, I think, through it. So All right, Frederick, Wales. I would say also, Dane, check out my playlist of Indie Contact because I have a whole bunch of new indie games on there. So you never know what might pop up there. And we go here. It says, Hail. Greetings, General Yukon. You're aware of the situation. Our units are almost obliterated in the enclave. We must stop the Lion forces, whatever the cost. Karina is still holding the lines against an entire armada. Amazing. I'm ready to depart immediately. Can we spare any additional ships? The Protectorate cannot afford to reassign the last remaining fleet away from the Concord border, but there is an alternative. We did manage to secure a deal with a mercenary squadron led by an outlander agent. Make haste to the Enclave and meet with them. You will need all the help you can get. So,
All hands prepare for T-Drive.
where is this conclave? Ah, that's right. So the conclave is all the way over here. Now, in the bottom down here where it says charges, you can see we would use 7 charges to get over there, which is a little bit over 200,000, versus if we use the T-gate, it is over 1 million. But before you do that,
All hands prepare for T-Drive.
you want to go here to this off-world prison, because it is an easy way to get yourself a quick little fleet and start playing around with things. Alright.
Affirmative. Engage sublight. Engaging automated protocols.
Go.
All weapons on auto mode.
So is this a problem?
Target is down.
You know what? More than that.
You won't take us alive!
And we breach the door. We should be able to take this one pretty easy. I would think. No. Now, since this ship doesn't have tractor beam, want to make sure we keep them in range. So you want to keep them within like 4,000 to 5,000, depending on the range of your tractor beam. We're getting there. Oh, we're down to 20. Oh, going back up. 36. Ooh, I don't know. That might not be enough to take this out.
One of our fleets have finished their job.
40%. 46%. Yeah. So at this point, we have a few options. We can salvage it for parts and get 1,253 materials. And what you need is cash and materials to make ships. You can put it in your garage. You can actually fly the ship if you wanted to. You can just flat out sell the ship for about 1 million credits. Or you can send it to the whole headquarters to research to allow construction. So that means if we send it back for that, we'll be able to make that. We'd be able to make the ships ourselves. Oh, brain fart. I'm reading chat and trying to think and talk at the same time. Right on, dames. All right, so the other one is, and because we don't really have any infrastructure built right now, is to headquarters and make it ready to serve in the fleet. So you can actually take that ship we just captured and make it ready to serve in the fleet. But you have to have the materials for it. So right now, I'm going to say we're going to go for just, we'll have it towed and make materials out of it. And now, we have to wait for our troopers to heal up. It's cool. So, while we're waiting, that's gonna drive me nuts. So currently we can make a frigate. It's the strongest ship that we can make, so we might want to hold off here a little longer. Or we're going to have to capture some more ships. Gonna have to do something here. Because our trade is not real strong. So we could get more ore. No point in that, though. Let's see. An artifact was found near the site. Location send a science expedition to the location. They will report back their findings. So threat level high. We're going to need 2 of our 7 fleets to go there. And then, ooh, what's this say? Ooh, we just, yeah. So both of those are mineral deals. I mean, we can't do anything else right now. But again, over here, it's the mining is just for minerals. We don't have anything else. But the game's going to help us with that. We just have to go over here to the main mission. But there we go. So we've got a full, should have a fully loaded troop ready to go.
Alarm was triggered. Security is on their way.
Yeah, they're going to send their little baby armadas after us. And this button right here, launch fighters.
Target eliminated. All
Now, if you
squadrons
can
launch.
turn your ship to the side and tip at a good angle, you can get more of your turrets to fire.
This is no true end.
We'll just collect all that junk. And let's breach. See if we've got enough to take this. It can be finicky. Ooh, only 36% chance. Boy, that was pretty crud. So, we're not quite strong enough yet to take this down. But closer we get here, maybe we can get it if we turn. Yeah, there we go. Now we just need to wait a couple of minutes here for that to get better.
Initializing scan.
For no reason. Can never quite seem to hit these stupid mines. Only blow them up on my ship. But as I'm going along here, folks, when I get a chance, if you have any questions, go ahead, throw them up in the chat. I will be streaming this for a while. And then I'll probably stream total brain fart. We Happy Few. I already put did a couple of hours there of that. Curious what I'm doing here. It is your power, so we can put it to our shields, to our firepower, to our engines. You can put it right in the center if you don't want to screw with it. I usually like, anytime I'm going into combat, at least to begin with, I like it as high as possible. Depends on what I'm fighting. Now it's taking forever. How to get credits from Rebel Galaxy? I actually look at one of my beginner guides for Rebel Galaxy. I have a big old tip list. Made a video all about how to make money and get loaded up with your gear real fast. I'm surprised that game is still as popular as it is. It's like a year and a half, 2 years old. Eric Schaefer and another dude did it, and him and his wife, I think, did most of the voice acting.
Security is on their way.
I'm getting bored, so come on. We need to do something here.
Systems close to shutting down.
The whole point in doing this is
Target destroyed.
36% again, huh?
It's been a hell of a ride.
Oh, there we go. Hey, that time we got it. Blow it to hell. But those, now you could use your swarm on those, but we'll do that later. Instead, we're just going to blow up the ships because they're small. You want to use those swarms on bigger ships. Now, these guys are ours to do with what we will. So let's see, we've got 1 destroyer, a frigate, 2 corvette, and 3 gunships. So what I like to do is go in and scuttle all gunships because it gives you materials and it gives you money. Materials more than anything else. Okay. That was one group, and the other little group. So we got a frigate. We'll get rid of that gunship because I say so. There we go. And now, the easiest thing to do is click on each one. Follow the player. You can do it that way. Or you can look for them, and right here it'll say follow or unfollow me. Now where's the other group? Oh, looks like both groups are following me. Okay. So now we've got a little baby fleet. Got a couple of destroyers. Whoops. 2 destroyers, 2 frigates, and 3 corvettes, and we've got 3,400. So at this point, you can do a lot of different things, but we're going to be in a lot of battles. So I would suggest starting to build your fleet because if anything, you might need to leave them in various spots so that you have a chance to get back, depending on the size of the fleet they send against it. So. It's up to you. So you click on the station here to build ships. You can do that in the other menu that I was showing you or this way. All right, so we can make a destroyer. This looks like one of the best things that we can make right now. Boy, a cruiser would be nice, but again, we don't have anything coming in. So until we do, we need to make whatever we can here. Okay, now on with the story. So now's a good time. And these guys should jump with us.
All hands prepare for T-Drive.
We're going to go to the military station. Eventually we're going to make a couple of quick little hops to see if we can build up our T-Drives. Because we got like 1 million credits to blow. So come on. Yes, Mark Rosa. Yes, this is the Endpoint campaign.
We've come across the lackeys of a wanted pirate.
Ooh.
How should we proceed?
So these guys you're going to want to go after and kill if you can, especially since it's a wanted pirate.
We'll go out with a crash.
Look,
Target eliminated.
where's this other group? Oh man, there's just a bunch of them floating around here, huh? That's where we're going to want to go eventually.
Scatter my ashes across the sun.
That's all
We all
good.
shall burn.
Target
Now,
neutralized.
this is my sharpshooter skill.
You fight well.
You see how it's bouncing off everything?
Target is
Ooh,
down.
that's it. Oh, I don't have all my troops. Oh well. We'll just kill it instead. There's another one there.
HQ reports one of our fleets have returned.
do.
Target eliminated.
I don't know, maybe we'll just kill all these guys
All
instead.
systems failing.
Now, something else that you can do, you see in the screen here, is right there, mark target, and that will basically tell everybody to go after those ships. Boy, we're just getting kinds of crap out of something here.
Fighter squadrons, you're good to go.
Ooh, Freightliners, those are usually pretty good to grab. Now, the rest of our ships, of course, are not going to be shooting at anybody. But as you're conquering a ship, you can
Hostile
still
target
direct it.
eliminated.
So, everybody kill that one. Everyone, especially our fighters, will then turn around and take it off, or take it down. But when you run into these situations with bounty hunters and such, oh, where are you going, dude? You're like the one thing that's good about stopping. Oh, he's trying to get away.
Hostile target eliminated.
So if we had more guys, all you'd have to do is go in and hit the engine department, and it'll say, oh, 28%. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to kill these guys. We're just not strong enough yet. Oh no, it gave it to us. Nice. Ooh. So we can get 4.5 million credits, or we can salvage for 2,000. You know what? We're going credits. We'll take that money. All right. Now the whole point here was to go to the station.
Course. Initiating sublight.
There we go. That's our ship. She's so pretty. Now you can decorate the ship if you'd like. It's up to you. This is first. Sell all that. We'll go check out the equipment. T-Drive. They got 45. Oh, damn. I can buy all 45. I'm going to do it. Nice. And they're cheap. Wow. Heavy repair drones, still very expensive. Let's see. No, the heavy shield booster's not too bad. We got enough to buy. Yeah, you know what? We'll buy those. That drops us. We still got 2.8 million. And damage amplifier, those are cheap. We'll buy all of those. That's just a good one to give yourself a little bump in combat. And then we've got all kinds of fun little things here. We've got the Orpheus mine, the Grievance mine. So this one is projectile damage. This one is radiation, and this one kind of does this, both of those. Atlas defense system, one-time high energy pulse made to bring down enemy missiles. As you can see, we've got a crap. Ooh, we've got some Seths. Oh, we're gonna have to buy those. They are little gun mounts that will come out and float around for you. Oh, we can buy all of them. Yeah. All right. So we'll go back here to ship. Oh wow, we picked up a weapon. A crappy weapon, but a weapon. Okay, so we're going to unmount the medium shield boosters and the heavy shield boosters. We're going to put those there. And then the Seths we're going to put in the medium repair drones. Okay. And then back to the trader, back to equipment, and we'll sell the medium shield boosters. And then see, did they have any? Yeah. Scavenger swarm, 65. Oh my god. I don't need that many, even if I can afford that many. We'll go 30. Alright, so we still got 296,000. Of course, and I'm sure we'll get to that, you can play, you can do the jobs board. But again, you've got to kind of build a fleet for that, so... Alright. Well, we got a lot more stuff than I thought we would, so we'll take this T-gate.
Calibrating T-drive.
Let's go jump to the main mission. Oh, there he is. That's who we want, the little green dude. Woohoo. So we'll just haul over to him real quick here. Get our engines pumped up. And hail. Excuse me. Greetings, General. I have gathered as much mercenary firepower as I could at the moment. Do remember this is a Croatia. This isn't their first language, so give it a bit and they'll come back through with the correct spelling on these things. These numbers are short of what I've expected, but that's all you got. It will have to do. What's the situation? Our remaining squadron is pinned down near the main station, and Lyons already initiated their assault. Karina is moving to buy us some time. Roger that. Head to the battle location. Okay. Where is the battle location? There it is.
All hands prepare for T-drive.
It's we'll just T-drive over there, which is the whole point in having the T-drive, saves you a lot of time. Okay. Where's our victims? Oh no, she's all by herself.
Engaging sublight.
Oh, they're dead.
I'd like to keep my ship in one piece, thank you.
Enemy down.
We can't stabilize the...
Now, some of the main ships will have shielding, so... Oh, I can't even get in there. Eventually we'll get the right one, or she'll die. There we go. Nope, we couldn't get on it. There we go.
Target neutralized.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes, General? I'm thrilled to see you. You've done an amazing job, Corina. You've been withstanding assaults for months without receiving any support. You have my utmost respect. Protectorate above everything, General. It was my duty. But I'm afraid we're not done yet. The lands will regroup and are bound to invade again as their command ship is stationed nearby. We should strike before they can get a chance to consolidate the remaining ships. That might force them to abandon attack. I agree. Assemble a formation. I'll lead the way. That. Something to keep in mind. You can stop. Go to the menu. And save as soon as you are out of mission. So if you're not in an active mission like we are right now, like when we were going towards her, we could have saved right before. Something to keep in mind. All right, where are we going now? Right there. And what's the trade deal this time? It's not good. That's not good. Ooh. Sure, we'll send our fleet to that. Doesn't cost us a whole lot. See, we got our dude here. So, best thing to do in this kind of situation is we're going to take him and say, dude, come follow us. He'll make it to us eventually. It'll take a bit. What's this one down here for the trade? Nope, both trying to screw us on our minerals. Now, the other thing you can do if you really want to upgrade things quickly is buy all those T-gates like I have and then start hitting the artifact vaults. Sometimes, though, you may have a dreadnought drop on you, so keep that in mind. Using the GTO, so, okay.
Jump sequence countdown initiated.
Dunk. Alright. Oh, hey, what is all that about, huh?
Launching fighter wings. Roger that. Commencing automated firing sequence.
There we go. You can't, I hit the wrong button, but you can't fire any of your weapons when you're in sublight. Alright. Buff that up. Make sure all the weapons are dialed. You see over here, that's the trade stuff that's going on. Oh. Owen Commander's
We're in no
dead.
shape to continue.
Rotten hell. Oh, look at that. They all like bailed. Excellent work. This should provide us with some breathing space. I'm heading back to oversee the repairs on the command station. Take care, General. Oh, we're still fighting something else, though.
We're taking heavy damage.
Oh, no. What
Target eliminated.
Get over there.
Affirmative. Engage sublight.
Uh-oh. Oh, we need to finish what we're doing. Admiral Wells is trying to fortify the Concord border regions, but unless we get additional reinforcements, it'll be of no use. Your outlaw friends are formidable fighters. We need them on our side. Would they help protect, stand against the Concord? They're freelancers and mercenaries. Basically, they'll do whatever for money. He's not certain about their demands, so of course, you know, we need their ships and weapons. Yeah, if you they follow brute strength and good loot. Yep, we can do that. Yep, we're gonna go in, kick the crap out of everything. They can take what's left. All right, so let's finish off what's going on here.
Scatter my ashes across the sun.
The light calls to me.
Ooh.
Momentarily,
So this is the other fleet. It's got a battleship, 3 destroyers, frigates. Oh, we lost the corvette. Oh, I see why. Ooh, isn't that a big weapon? Ooh.
Prepare the escape pods. We're going down.
That's a good thing.
abandoned
We're melting guys. All we gotta do is really put our weapons on them. Dead, dead, dead. Let's try and capture that.
This cannot be.
is down.
I almost didn't see your meager ship.
Ooh, 28. Ugh. Not even that. No, we're not going to get this one, I don't think. 21%. I doubt it. Nope. All right, boys. Light it up.
Hostile target eliminated.
Ooh, look at all these things just sitting around. No, you can just leave them. Or you can take all the loot. Up to you.
Get us out of here.
We destroyed an enemy target.
And we definitely need to get our skills and everything else up higher before we can really start going after ships and making some money with this thing. Oh, what are you? Oh, you're toast. You are.
Prepare the escape pod. We're going down.
Okay.
How can this be?
We destroyed an enemy
I don't know,
target.
but what the hell did we run into? This is an awful lot of ships to just blow up.
We all shall
Battleship.
burn. Dying is the last thing I'll do. Finally, some rest.
We all shall burn.
I think you use that big weapon
Enemy down.
after you get their shields down, which is shields. Alright, we'll try one more time to capture something here. Oh, good. Some of it does depend on where this little plus here, I don't know if you guys can see that on stream, but where that little plus falls, the closer it is to the command deck, the better. Oh no! Somebody blew it up! That's because I had everybody attacking it. That's why. No, we're screwed. Yeah, our guys. We lost most of our guys. So let's go kill this thing. The other battleship. And we'll probably move on after this.
We're entering hostile territory, Captain.
Oh, that must be it. We're right on like the edge of a different territory. Hey, the battleship's pretty solid. Decent firepower, you can take on just about everything, and you get a good enough fleet behind you, you can really start taking things on. We need to use our sap yet, though.
Dying is the last thing I'll do.
Okay, so that's where we're going now. Next. Oh, I do get to tell these guys where to go. So what I'm going to do is put follow the player. So that should then make everybody one giant one. Nope. That says unfollow me. Alright, well, it looks like most of them are following us. There we go, the battleship. That's the important one. Alright, yes, they are. So, hop, skip, and a jump. We'll be right back in
T-drive
combat.
sequence.
This is it, gentlemen. Destroy everything that bears Lonian markings. They didn't expect to have a chance, or whatever. Okay, kill them all! We'll drop one of our sets. Should help with our firepower. Ooh-ah. Oh, they increased, cut the time on how long it takes for it to refire. More power to work. There we go. Now we got some power in our corner now. Some heavy ammunition. Ooh, doggy. Now, good thing our shields are holding up so good. Let's see. Plenty of smoke. Derelict. Derelict. Another battleship.
I just said this.
Sometimes it's a little hard to tell if you launched your fighters or not. Could just be I'm an idiot.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Again, got to make our money. You don't have to do that. You can use the swarms again, but just kill them all.
We'll go out with a crash.
Oh, we got a level.
Hostile target eliminated.
What else we got over here?
Initiating sublight.
A frigate. I think we can take on a frigate, maybe? What else we got? Bunch of frigates. I don't know where Flathead's going, but we're gonna get him.
There's not much fight left in us. We can stabilize this!
Nope, they're all
Looks
dead.
like the end of the road.
Oh, nope, one more. It'd be cool if there's like a really big one left, but I don't do that. Nope. Another frigate.
No more! Please, no more!
General, the Laotians are trembling. This unexpected attack has them running desperately. They've ordered their station ships to retreat to minimize the damage. Magnificent. We should look to capitalize on this opportunity. What do you suggest we do? We should proceed with the assault on the Binks station. Their defenses are severely weakened. Conquering it would be a great value to our objective. Affirmative. Meet me there. Okay. In other words, to take over this little section we're in right now, we got to go take this out. So, easy peasy.
Calibrating T-drive.
Get some. Right. So this is a little different taking this on. Some of it, of course, depends on what your goals are. And as always, we're going to keep doing the same thing here. We want to
Security, be advised. Incoming hostile target. Armed defenses.
do our best.
Enemy stationary object detected, Captain.
Oh, I know.
This cannot be!
That's always a good idea to take out
Shot was your last.
the little army they have here first. That's a good idea. See if we can take over a ship. Ooh, I don't know. The dot is one off from where I like it.
Some Bra is attacking us.
27. What does it say? 92%. Yeah. Alright, so now that we have enough stuff, we can send it back. Right, salvage for parts, 839. Head to headquarters, make it ready to serve the fleet. 696. You know what? We better keep adding to our materials. Okay. One more time, get more ships. Alright, so let's kill off everything else. What else we got here? You do want to make sure you've killed most of the big stuff before you start going after the station itself. We're
Safe to continue.
All of it. Gone.
because you can lose your fleet while you're in there taking out these guys. So something to keep in mind. Ooh, what is that? Ooh, it's a carrier. All right. See how our battleship does against the beast. All hands on deck. Get some. Alright, looks like it's stationary. That's about the only thing I can think of I would want to do is get something with a grapple. It does make things easier, but as you can see up here, this is the war we got going, but we need to take this big boy out.
All squadrons launch.
That'll help. Oh no, he turned around. Yeah, he's getting from the other side. He's getting lit from both sides here. Bye-bye. Oh, he's gonna go after him, huh? Okay, so the fast, dirty, and easy way to take over a station. First, at least on PC, you can change your camera control. And this is usually like one of the best ways, I think, to show. So, get some. And their shield generator. And let's see what else there's. Yeah, that and a little missile thing that shoots at you. Not overly strong. You need to make sure you destroy both. The hardest part is losing your positioning, so you gotta like, oh, where do I go? Doesn't really matter, I don't think, which one you destroy first. And you guys can see my little shield is just fine. Even with the big explosions. Again, because of the, I think it's the opposite. I found the snake, but it looks like he's getting ready to T-jump. Should we engage him or let him leave? Kill him. Now that's a decision that could reflect in other ways. It's done, sir. The alien commander is no more. We've also managed to secure the outpost he had taken refuge to, expanding our territorial power. Good job, associate. Today was a good day for the Protectorate. He ain't done. Alright. Oh, we only got a few left, it looks like. As you can see, if you can turn your ship correctly, you can actually get more firepower engaged. See how the little knot here is getting better and better. No, we're blowing stuff up too quick. Okay, looks like one left. And then it's ours. Woohoo! Oh, Congratulations, General Isaac. I see that your military expertise is great, and your status is well deserved. Our warrior earned great glory and fortune today. You can count on us to aid in your future battles. In addition, you are welcome to use our navigational charts for your territory. Ooh. There we go. Ooh, we have another waypoint. Before you go to any waypoints, though, clear up your stuff. With the trader, we got a little bit. We got here only 11. We'll take them. Trust me, we're going to be running into stuff where we're going to need more. Orpheus mine, man, we might use it at some points. Let's see. Some of those. We'll hold off. Now, did we get a perk? Oh, we did get a perk. Okay, so. Continue to increase. As you saw, it's one of the fastest ways to make money, and I mean, we catch 4 or 5 good ships, we can buy another dreadnought, so that's definitely on my to-do list. We've got everything I want.
Good luck.
Where are we going now? Okay. And immediately, see this little ass right here? Fleet power. Holy crap. 12,000. I don't know what's in it because I haven't bought the scanner yet. But how big are we? Oop. We're only 6,500. Oh, this might be a little rough. Before we do that, we'll start sending our fleet everywhere. Because we want to keep this area. So, like I said, this is one of the reasons why it's so important to have plenty of T-gates to jump around. Oh, wait, where'd it go? Should be. There it is. Oh, gotta get closer. Yes, yes, yes. Monster fleet is already going after my
target
stuff.
scan.
Yeah. Okay, should have gotten this. Oh, we got 4 points. So let's raise the old sharpshooter. And then get
All
ready to
hands
jump.
prepare
Oh,
for T-drive.
right there. Ooh, it's gonna get nasty. Get some.
Affirmative. Engage sublight.
Oh no, dreadnought. Dreadnoughts. Everybody kill that. Get a little closer here.
All hands fire at will.
The beating is getting a bit heavy.
All of it. Gone.
Oh, one thing I haven't been using is my heavy
We'll
weapons.
go out with a crash.
Let's see. There we go. One thing I haven't been using, the old tactical shield. It's a good way for you to be able to see what your ship's doing and then start lighting it up. Get the right angle, we get more of our weapons going here. Yeah, but it's imperative we take these guys down. And we're going to put in some extra firepower. Only bad thing that sucks about the sets is they don't follow you. Just one shot, one dude hit you right there. So, all right. So what happens when we do the big weapon? Yeah, accelerate damage a little bit. And if you look closely, you can see while I'm spinning here. It's because I'm firing off all of my heavy weapons. Okay, who's got this thing? There's no way, no point even trying to capture something like this. The only thing you might capture something like this is to get far enough to kill like the weapon system. I know there's 2 of them. Yep. All right, everybody kill. And then is there more? That one's dead. Oh, okay, here we go. We got a frigate. Yeah, let's take over the frigate. Ooh, it's getting away. Where's it going? Because we got good position on the our sick bay. Don't want that ship getting away. What we get here. It's not bad. That 1 point really made a difference. Oh, you ours, son. Oh, we'll take the materials. All right, should probably that dreadnought's probably still left. Yep, everybody's swarming it. And we'll start unloading too. Had no effect, sir. Oh, we got it. These guys are barely even penetrating the old shields. We will go to the waypoint.
No more. Please, no more.
Target destroyed.
There we go. $17 out of 33. We got plenty of cargo space. Okay. So let's go see if we can pull some of our research now. Infrastructure. Ooh, guard post. No, we don't have enough gas. Damn it. So I would say construction. And then, let's see. There should be... nope, can't afford that. Nope. Salvage deploy. So salvage is this one that turns into materials, and that's what we need to make ships out of. So we'll do that. And the mining ops, gas collecting test here that appears on the star chart. So that's good. Yeah. Kind of out of luck otherwise. See, now how are we supposed to get anywhere if all we're doing is fighting? See, this is one of the problems. This is why you need to build secondary fleets. Look at that. Oh, it wiped a bunch of my guys out. Alright, well, we need to try and keep our active fleet rocking here. Yeah, we'll do that one. That goes just the opposite. Let's see. What's that? That's another one. Ooh, hi. No, we can't raise those yet. Let's see, it's 1950, and we've got 14, so yeah. Oh, the waypoint's all the way back home, huh? Well, this guy's making me nervous, so we're gonna go kill him real quick.
Initiating T-drive sequence.
Confirm, hopefully here.
Engaging sublight.
Question is, how fast are they going? Really? Oh, look at that, they're outpacing us. There they are. Base on us. Let's go, sir. But I do have a way to fix this. It just takes time.
Oh, yes. I've been waiting for you.
All the weapons. Senate of the Lodge and from all of our special weapons. Looks like we're losing this fight, doesn't it?
Taking heavy damage.
I've made my peace.
See, sometimes you might want to not take the biggest ship on first. Too late now. It's dead. Oh, damn it. See, this is the problem. We don't have a fleet, and it's making us
Structural integrity
expand.
heavily compromised.
Thus, that makes it very difficult. Later. Get my way. Lock my camera. Alright, what's this? Ooh, that's a cruiser. I want a cruiser. Now that cruiser, everybody go kill. This one is ours. Ooh, maybe not. That's really a bad spot for it is on the sick. Oh no, wrong button. Oops. Sorry, dude. If you do not surrender, we will kill you. Finish killing off this dude. Ooh. Ooh. 16. Yeah, I'm thinking we're probably not going to get it. 16%. Yeah. Come on. Yep, it's failed. That's okay. Dead. Alright, see, now we're winning the battle. That's my folks here in good hands. Now, if you do want to do the spin maneuver, you do need to, it's usually a good idea to be stopped in place. Heads up, FYI. That should make a pretty big difference. Fleet's coming for you, boys and girls.
No ship's taking this much damage and survived.
We'll go to the waypoint as soon as we kill this SOB.
HQ sends word that one of our fleets have finished their task.
We won't submit.
Target is down.
So, I'm not sure with the balancing here what it's like, but ooh, oh, okay. We can build, oh good, we can build a cruiser. This is our goal, is to begin with to get a bunch of cruisers. The more cruisers you get, they're good when you 5 or 6, you know, you can leave them 3 here, 4 there, 2 there, and it really gets nice. Let's see, we'll add that to the queue and then put this down to 886. Suckage. Let's see, where are we? Okay. Yep, get some. What do we got here? No, I don't want to do that. Yes. How about this? No, I don't want to do that. Alright, so let's go hit the
Realigning
station real
course.
quick.
Engaging sublight.
So we could raise the our deal here with make these guys yield,
Hail, Captain.
bring in
Your
more.
presence is a welcome sight.
Why does it want me to go into the oh, so I need to rearm. Okay, equipment. Buy the T drives. Now we got a lot of stuff to get rid of. Yeah, I'll set all those. Oh, that's not too bad. Gas collector. Alright. We're pretty solid. Oh, wow. Fortunately, I don't think there's anything here that's even worth keeping. 145, 134. Nah. Sell them all. Ooh, got 1.2 mil. Not bad, not bad.
They are past crossing.
Okay. Let us go
Protocol
home.
engaged.
Let's see what the hell to say.
Affirmative. Changing course. Initiating sublight.
Concordia is at your service, Captain.
Man, such pretty
Acquiring
ship
planar
models.
coordinates.
Okay.
See you again soon, Captain. Safe travels.
What am I missing here? Right, it's our station, right? Yeah. So normally in the situation it should just pop right up. Let's see, personal log. Oh, there he is. So if you'd like to kill me in this game, you can. See, we're level 22. We're almost to another point. See, we've got a few people that like us, and everybody else doesn't. I'm trying to think of what it's
Carry on, Captain.
supposed to
Maybe
do
see
here.
each other soon.
Why that's not. Maybe I just need to get closer. Oh, okay, that's what I need to do is just get closer. Hail. Compliments on the way you handled the Outrunners agreement. What? Whoa, that's messed up language. Not my favorite allies, Admiral, but they serve their purpose for the time being. I understand, old friend. We can only play the cards we're dealt. Your actions alarmed the Concord just as we expected. However, I'm afraid it may have caused them to pull some defensive actions of their own. They're preparing to sign a protection pact both Iola and Kokia. Ooh, such hard words to say. As of right now, we don't know when the pact becomes active, but it's bound to be soon. What? If that happens, we're the only opposition left. Exactly my point, General. The Protection Pact Negotiation Conference is taking place in a neutral sanctum. We have to stop them immediately by force if necessary. We will stop them, but sabotaging the pact might be a better idea. The outcome remains the same, but it will not result in direct violation of the sanctum neutrality. Excellent idea. I'll dispatch Special Agent Leonard Miles to participate in the conference on the Protectorate's behalf. Join her as her entourage and escort her to the conference. Ooh. Go to the waypoint. Where is the wave? Where is it? Oh, okay, it's down there. Alrighty, folks. Well, let's dock real quick. So it looks like with the missions, it's not necessarily always just going straight to them, but as you come up on them, you get within a certain distance, it sets them off. So, trader. Oh, we'll take all of those. And we'll sell the light. Let's see. Take all the damage amplifiers. We don't have any sets, do we? Oh, we do have a few. Let's buy some. Buy them all. Screw it. Ooh, there goes all the money. Alrighty.
May your travels be bountiful.
Alrighty, folks. So, I think we will stop right there. I will not continue on any further with the story until we stream tomorrow night around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Have returned.
And if you like this stream, like I said, I have the full story mode that actually brings you up to this point in my playlists, beginner's guides, you name it. I'm going to keep explaining everything as I go. So if you want to tune back in tomorrow night, that'd be awesome. Tell your friends, share. If you'd like to become a subscriber, hit that button. If you want to sponsor the channel, hit that button. It's all up to you guys. I do have a Patreon that I haven't really started. Basically, what I plan to do with it is it's going to help me hopefully get a new computer, or I'm going to buy a new computer. But if I can get some help with Patreon, that means I can get more games, better computer, all these things. And some of the benefits are, for instance, I'll tell you what my schedule is, because I usually plan things out. You'll know what's coming up and when. It'll be basically a direct way to talk to me besides here while we're live streaming. So it's up to you guys. I can use any help I can get, because YouTube just craps all over small creators now. Our content just gets buried, and all they do is push the big people. And it's not the tags or the descriptions, because you look at the big people, they don't even bother with that crap, and they're still ripping it. So, but it's all good. I still like just doing the YouTube. So as always, I am the Rev. This is Starpoint Gemini Warlords, Endpoint, the final DLC, and we will continue on with the story and our little mini guide, ultimate guide here, as I'm explaining as we go tomorrow night. So keep your heads down, your guns up, and I'll see you again real damn soon.